Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful winter day here in Manitoba. I'm just out with the tractor pushing a bit of snow right now, but yeah, the video I've got for you today is the water bowl installation video. I filmed it a little while back, just got it edited and ready to post here now, so wanted to post that one, but I just wanted to come on at the start of the video here and say a few things first. First of all, I want to wish everyone a happy new year. I know we're about a month into 2026 here already, but this is my first video I'm posting since the new year, so I figured it was still appropriate. So yeah, I just wish everyone the best through the next 11 months or whatever we have left of 2026, and hope 2025 was a good year for you, and if not, then I hope 2026 is better. But yeah, things went pretty well here through 2025, I'd say, with the farm, and excited to see what 2026 has to bring for us. I know there's one bigger thing for sure that it looks like will be coming to the farm, but I don't have all the details hammered out for sure yet, so I'll just keep that under wraps for now. But if that all works out, then hopefully I can show some of that, and yeah, we'll see what else the year brings. One other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit is we decided to rename the channel. So it's been almost a year now since I've started the channel, and as you know, my channel's named Hunt, Fish, and Farm MB, and I found throughout the last year all I ended up posting was farming stuff, and there's a couple reasons for that. Probably the main one is that's just 90% of what I do. So if I'm gonna film something, it's normally gonna be farming, and the other part of that might be too that, like, you know, farming is most of my life, so then the odd day when I can go out on the boat and go fishing or whatever, I think maybe it's just that I thought I would film more of that, but I just didn't end up doing it this last year anyways, and I think maybe it is just because that's kind of my time to relax and get away from the farm and, you know, get away from any kind of responsibility really. So I just, you know, I think that's partly too why I just didn't end up filming that kind of stuff. We've decided to rename it, and we came up with a new name for our farm, my wife and I, and we got it registered here last year. So I figured we would rename the channel our farm name, and from now on it'll probably be pretty well completely just farming videos as it was for the last year. It'll just carry on like that, and not saying I'll never post anything else, but as a rule it'll just be a farming channel. So I'll give you a little sneak peek at I made a logo for our farm and our farm name. I tried it on the camera here already, and it doesn't show up real well, so you'll have to just bear with me here. I don't know, I suppose there's probably a better setting on my camera that I could switch it to, maybe, that it would focus on it a little better. So that part's a bit annoying, but I'll give you a look at what we got here and what the channel name is going to be. So I got it pulled up on my phone here. So that's what it's going to look like. So it's nothing fancy or overly creative, I guess. It's just TN Cattle. The TN stands for mine and my wife's first initials. And then we got our town name along the bottom here. And then the thing I really like about this logo is with the cattle that I put on here, it kind of shows what we do here. I've got the horned Hereford bull here on the left, and then on the right here we got the Black Angus cow and calf. So yeah, it just kind of shows the program that we're running here with our Angus cows and Hereford bulls, and yeah, that's what the new channel name is going to be. I'll change it over here sometime after I post this video. So if you see that change, that's where that comes from. And yeah, I'm actually in the process of getting some hats and stuff made with that right now, so those might be available down the road if anyone's interested in that. But yeah, that's going to be the new name for our channel here and for our farm. And yeah, we're excited about it. We've been talking about it for years, getting a name kind of registered and set up for the farm, and finally got it done. So yeah, we're excited about it, and yeah, just wanted to let you know what's going on with that. And yeah, I think that's about it. Hope you enjoy this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. So the project that I got going on today is I'm hoping to get this can arm water bowl changed out for a new one here at my corral. And yeah, I should have done it a couple months ago when it was warm, but at that point I wasn't planning on changing the whole water bowl. I had a little bit of trouble with this water bowl last winter, but I think the main issue with it is that this float cover here in the middle is just not insulated as well as it used to be. The seams are starting to come apart and stuff like that. So I was hoping or planning to just change that float cover, and that's just 4 bolts, so I wasn't too worried about it. But then this fall, when I finally got caught up with other stuff and got around to looking at this, I decided I didn't want to bother putting more money into this old water bowl. It's starting to rust out really bad. You can see on the sides here and down there, which is under the ice, you can't see. A few different places it's really starting to rust out. And these water bowls aren't that expensive, and this one has lasted a lot of years. We've been here 10 years about now at this place, but I rented this pasture behind here about 5 years before that, and I know it wasn't a new water bowl then, so I'm guessing this water bowl is probably, I'm gonna guess 20 to 25 years old at least. And so I just decided, for the price of a new one, they're only 800 and some bucks for a new one, which is enough. But you know, if you think of it lasting 20 to 25 years, that's, you know, 40-50 bucks a year for a water bowl. So that's really pretty reasonable when you look at it that way. And I just decided, instead of spending the money on putting a new float cover on this old rusty one, I would just replace the whole water bowl. So I didn't even price out a float cover then, but I'm guessing it would be 150 to 200 bucks just to replace this float cover. So it's like, well, you know, that's almost a quarter of, probably close to a quarter of what a whole new water bowl costs. So that's why I decided to just replace it, and that's why I didn't, if I'd been planning to do that all along, I would have made sure and got it done earlier in the year before everything was iced up. But anyways, that's how it goes. It's a nice day here today. It's below freezing, but there's no wind, so it's pretty comfortable out here. So I think it's a good day to get it done. I don't think it'll be too bad. I got the exact same model, so I think it should be fairly straightforward to switch it out. There's just 4 bolts, again, that you can't see under the ice, but that hold it down onto the concrete pad. So I just have to chip all the ice away from the sides to get to those bolts, and then I'm hoping it should be pretty straightforward. The new one should pretty much just drop right in place and bolt in, and yeah, hopefully it won't be too big of a project, and then hopefully we'll be good to go. So yeah, I'll dig out my ice pick and chip this ice out away from here and see if I can get this old one pulled off, and then yeah, should be good. So what it was doing to me was, like I said, this float cover was what was giving me issues. And what it would do is it would build up inside this float cover with ice, and like it would just form like ice crystals in there, which I think was from not being insulated properly. And then what would happen is, when my float went up, it would build up to the point where my float wouldn't be able to close the water all the way off, and then it would run over and make a big mess. And either that, or sometimes when the cows didn't drink for a while, those ice crystals in there would actually freeze to the float, so that when they would drink, it wouldn't be able to open, so then the cows wouldn't have water or whatever. So that was the issue I was having with it. And I'm hoping, well, I think a new one should fix that problem, because up until last winter I had almost zero trouble with this water bowl. It's been a great water bowl up till then. So I priced out a few different kinds. I was looking at the Ritchie ones, but they're a lot more money than the Can Arm, and this one had been so good, and I know it's lasted a lot of years, so for the price difference I just thought, no, I'm just gonna go with another one of these. And I'm familiar with this one, and plus that way there's still probably some parts on this one that are good that I can use on the new one, if, you know, like the heating element and everything underneath this one's still in good shape. So, you know, I might have some parts I can rob off of this one for the new one if I need to down the road at some point. So yeah, I'm gonna just start chipping that ice off and see if I can get this old one pulled out. yeah, first things first, I'll get these gates closed off so the heifers and the bulls can't get to this area to bug me. Done deal. Well, I'm making some progress here. So I got the ice all cleared away from around the edges everywhere. So we're good there, and I show you here now how these things are fastened. Here's a good clean one to show you. So there's just a little L bracket here at the lag bolt going into the concrete, and then a 1/2 inch head bolt that threads into the housing of the water bowl. So I'm gonna have a 1/2 inch wrench here, so I'm gonna see if I can get those all out. And of course, with the way the lag bolts are here, you can't get a socket or impact or anything on that, so I'm gonna have to take those out with a wrench. But it looks like they are stainless steel, so that should help quite a bit. They don't look like they're rusted at all. So I will try and get those out. And if I can get all 4 of those out, then the water bowl should be loose. Then I just have to remove the wiring on the inside and take it away. And I'm hoping the new one should just drop right in there. It's the same model as this, same mounting system and everything. So I'm hoping once I get those 4 bolts out, I can just drop the new one in. There we go. That wasn't so bad at all. Okay, so I ran into a bit of a problem with getting these little bolts out. The way these brackets are designed, they're so low that when you thread this bolt out, it hits into this lag bolt, and these are rusted. I can't get them off. But on that side I can. On this side I managed to get this one off, and then that one was never quite tight against. Whoever put this pad and installed this water bowl years ago must have installed that lag bolt a little too far away, so there was a little bit of wiggle room. So I was able to get, with this nut off and that one having a little extra space, I was able to just move the water bowl over enough to get these bolts out of this side. So anyways, by wiggling it like that a bit, I was able to get those bolts out. I'm not sure how it's going to work putting the new one in. I'm hoping I can just put it in on a bit of an angle and then get these bolts started on this side, and then start them far enough that it can drop down in place. Probably doesn't make sense, but it does to me. So I'll try that. But yeah, we got the water bowl's loose now, the old one. So I just haven't pulled the wiring apart yet. So I got to do that next, and then after that we can lift this one out of here. And I got the new one over here, and just looking at the wiring, figuring out how to fasten that. But yeah, she's pretty, and hopefully it works a little better. In a lot better shape, obviously, because it's brand new. But yeah, well, as these projects tend to go, I ran into a few issues with this water bowl. When I was taking the old hose off the old one, I broke this barb off. It was just corroded to nothing. So I had to take that to the farm where I work and get that heated and pulled out, but I got that done. And yeah, I was having some trouble with the mounting bolts, and my camera kept dying too from the cold, even though it's not that cold out. But so I'm not sure how much of that I got on film, but I got the old water bowl loose now, and it's ready to pull out, so I'm gonna yank it out. And I got the new one pretty much ready to go. I got the float installed here, and got a piece of styrofoam trimmed for underneath. I got the wiring mostly figured out, I think, so I think I'm ready to yank this old one out of here and see if I can get the new one hooked up. Tighten those up and then I'll be in better shape. Yeah, that's what she looks like in there. Just got to get my wiring hooked up. Shouldn't be too much work. It's just two wires, and then get the hose on and I should be good. Well, hello. As you can see by this iced up water bowl behind me here, it's been a little while since I got that thing installed, but unfortunately the day I was putting it in, I ran out of daylight. I ran into a couple issues, and as those projects tend to go, and so yeah, it was probably an hour or two after dark till I finally finished it up that day. So I wasn't really able to film any of that getting it finished up, plus my camera kept dying on me, so I haven't even gone back and looked at the video I did get. I'm not even sure what all I got, but I know I got some of it. But anyways, yeah, it's a little while later now, and I just wanted to finish up this video with the water bowl, and I thought, well, one good thing about it being a little while till I can finish it up is I can show you that it's been working. It's been working awesome. You can see it's iced up pretty good around here. That's just from the cows drinking and dripping water on the sides. Usually once or twice a winter I have to come out with an axe or something and chip the ice away from around it. But yeah, it's been awesome. It hasn't froze up once or like I said, given me a lick of issues since I put it in. So I'm really happy I decided to just go for it and change it out. That old one was just starting to give me more and more issues, and so it was time for it to go. And yeah, this one's been just awesome so far. I haven't adjusted any of the settings or anything. It was all the temperature is set at about the middle, and it's been staying, hasn't froze up. So I've still got some heat. I can turn it up if I have issues with it, but we've had some really cold weather since I put it in, and it's been yeah, hasn't froze up once. So super happy with that. So yeah, definitely recommend that brand, Can-Arm. If any of you are looking to put a water bowl in, the price, I think for the price point, I think they're a great water bowl. They work awesome, and they're a lot cheaper than some of the other options out there. So yeah, I mean, obviously the old one still sitting here was starting to give issues, but like I said in the start of the video here, that one has been here a lot of years, and I think it's earned its retirement. So I'll give you another little look at that one here now that I have it pulled out, just to kind of show you what was happening with it. So obviously, like, the bowl and everything is still perfectly fine. It's stainless steel, so it held up fine, but it just our water here is really hard, and whatever, all the minerals and whatever in it that make stuff go bad, our water is really bad for that. So I think that's why the rest of it rusted up so bad. So yeah, if you can see, like, the walls in here, I don't know how good that'll show up on the camera, but they're just really starting to come apart and rust out real bad. So yeah, that, and then I think the insulation, I think like I was talking about it earlier in this video as well, the insulation in this cover, some of the seams are starting to let go, and I think it was just getting too much air inside the float cover, and was just starting to, yeah, the float was starting to want to freeze up and all that. So yeah, I just decided for the price of a new one, instead of sinking money into parts for this one, and you know, wouldn't take too long buying parts and covers and whatever, you'd be half the price of that new one. So I figured, well, yeah, this one's served me well for a lot of years. Just throw the new one in, and so far I have definitely not regretted it. It's been awesome. So it's been nice not having, the last winter I had quite a bit of stress with that old one, and anytime if you're away for a few days or whatever, then you're constantly worrying about whether or not your water bowl's working or not. So far this new one sure hasn't given me any reason for concern. So that's nice, just knowing that if you're away, that you have confidence that your water's is working and not freezing up on you. So anyways, so that's that project all finished up. I got some feeding to do today. Still got the replacement heifers in this corral, and the bulls are in the shelter. But yeah, I got some feeding to do today, some bedding, and so I'll get that stuff done up, and then yeah, wrap this video up this afternoon. Okay, well, that's got everything fed up here again for the next few days. I'm feeding a mix of stuff right now, but the main thing I'm feeding is that oats and peas green feed that we put up this summer, and they're really loving that. That bale I just fed is one of those. Yeah, cows are doing pretty good. They came into the winter in pretty good shape because I was able to graze so much like third cut alfalfa this fall, so they were able to put on some pretty good pounds from that. So I think they're yeah, they're looking pretty good, and hopefully they can keep doing that. But yeah, just check my mineral feeders over here, make sure they've still got mineral, and if they do, then I think should be it for chores for a little while. Well, we're getting that one cleaned out. To bring some more out. Check this other one. I think I added a bag to this one more recently. Oh, still got a fair bit in this one, so but yeah, next time I come out and feed, I'll probably bring them a couple more bags of that. But yeah, anyways, I think that'll be it for this video. Wanted to wrap up that water bowl installation like I was saying earlier, so again, real happy with that, and got the cows all fed, and I think I'll wrap this video up with that. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.